It's called the greatest setting in college football, and even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the homestanding Washington Huskies. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. So Michigan's offense will get the first possession of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Give to the back. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wolverines offense will take the field for the first time. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the...
Speeding down the left side. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse. And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game. to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Wolverines are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Fakes his man out. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
On 4th down, going to the air. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that. Drops the ball right in his hands.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Takes the handoff. It's Gore. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Looking for a deep man. Brings it in down the left side. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Washington! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football. Try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David, getting stopped on 4th and goal. They'll makes the grab on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the 1st. Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going to that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
He wants to throw here on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They just need inches to convert this third down from the 20, but this might be four-down territory anyway. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. They'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases when they get down tight to the goal line.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. He'll set up to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wide out in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw and wings it incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. The snap sets up to throw. He lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Using his legs, it's Gore. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football.
Flying down the left side. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Huskies.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Quick strike complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. On the run, it's Buchanan. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Going with the ground game left. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
That is just the play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB...
Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. That defensive lineman just smelled pass on that play, and he got in the backfield and sacked the quarterback.
And that's why they get paid the big bucks. Defensive linemen, they got to play the run, be physical. But, man, when you can get a big...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. 1st down for this offense. He's going to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This time it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quick pass and catch, good enough for the 1st down. Didn't need a lot, but they got enough.
Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He finds his man. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off-play action on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Third down coming up.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2.
From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
To the air on first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run.
Quickly complete. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's Lane. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Feeling some heat. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple of touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks.
And that pass intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Give to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. That is no good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To the ground with the back. Steamrolls his way ahead. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's looking to throw it. Going up top. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Give to the single back. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Michigan! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Let's see what they've got on second down. Gonna run it. It's Gore. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The play action fake. On the run, fires downfield. Howell. Down on that throw for the big completion. Washington wants to go quickly.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. On the run, still looking. Open space at the 25. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to go up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Husky. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points together, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
Good enough for first down.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense...
He tries to take the top off. Grabs it inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverine. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. A nice job between those two.
They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. On the run, it's Gore. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They'll try to pick up the 1st. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The 1st down for the offense. The give to the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Offense set on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lane. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for Washington. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback moving. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs. Offense getting set for 1st down. Pulls and fires complete. At the 45 on his way. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great day. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Wolverines are in the red zone. Handoff to the single running back. Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Number 5 in the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, just to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out and figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward. Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to